my gosh.
What I want to do is I want to do a Tillman's take on a recent event that comes to us out of East Cleveland, Ohio. What you have is officers responding to a rape in progress, and when they arrive, they see a man that's holding a female, and he also has a firearm in his hand. Now, as you can see, the officers not only have to make a split-second decision, they have to be very critical in the decision they make, because not only do they have to stop that threat, but they also have to keep in mind the victim in this, who's in between the officers and the suspect. And so as the video plays out, you can see the officers are giving this guy commands to put the firearm down and to get on the ground, and the guy is clearly not listening to what they're saying. As this continues to evolve, what ends up happening is the officers choose to use force, deadly force in this situation, by using their firearm and shooting the man. What's crazy about the situation is as these officers let off a parade of gunfire, the guy doesn't go down. As a matter of fact, he continues to engage the female and still poses a threat to her. And so why that's so important is because oftentimes we watch in movies, we watch on TV shows, when somebody gets shot, they usually go flying, blood and guts go everywhere. Sometimes they fly to the side, fly to the right, they're stopped immediately. Well, stuff doesn't always happen like that. And as a matter of fact, in this situation, you can see that it doesn't happen like that. This guy is still able to fight through the recent trauma that his body has been affected by with the gunshots and continues to pose a threat to the lady. And so the question was also asked is, how come we don't shoot people in the arms or shoot people in the legs? Well, the officers shot this guy in his torso, and the reason they shot him in his torso is because that's the biggest part of his body. Had they choose to aim for his arm or his leg, had they missed, if somebody was behind that person that they're trying to stop, they also are accountable for every single bullet that comes out of the gun. And so there's a few lessons to learn in this. The reason why officers will shoot somebody in their torso and shoot to stop the threat is because we have to realize that every bullet that comes out of our gun we're accountable for. And if I can see their torso, which is the biggest part of a body, that's where we want to aim from, because when stress is high, sometimes your decision making goes down. The other part that I want you to realize is that even though in this situation the guy was not listening or complying with what he was saying, and even though they shot him multiple times, the guy was still a threat. He continued to move. Sometimes when adrenaline's going, depending on where bullets hit the target, whatever it may be, people don't go down like we think they will right away. And so I want you guys to see that this video is so crazy. This is such a crazy experience, and it's unfortunate. And think about the aftermath of what that female victim is going to have to go through and the trauma she's experienced by something caused by this. This is just another example of how dangerous our job is. Again, not to highlight, not to say that, things don't evolve quickly in our job, but here's a clear example of why things can be so dangerous.
Oh my gosh.